What do you seek? We all look for purpose in our lives and a sense that we are part of something bigger. And the University of Alberta exists to answer this question. What do you seek? To most, the answer is knowledge, truths, experience, and overwhelmingly the chance to pursue a cause.
To uplift and revitalize Indigenous knowledge and voices.
To find ways to help protect children and immigrants in our communities.
To use wheelchair biomechanics to create a more accessible world.
To end an epidemic of opioid overdoses.
To take life-saving medicine and research to clinical trial.
To move and inspire others through the power of art.
To create innovative transportation solutions to combat climate change.
To foster the sharing of cultures and create a more united world.
To enhance optimal health for people, animals, and the environment.
The University of Alberta has always been more than a university. We are problem solvers, change makers, community builders, world shapers, and truth seekers. We believe purpose can be found here. Come find yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Haley and I grew up in the town of Rosetown, Saskatchewan, and I just recently completed my Bachelor of Science from the University of Alberta studying biological sciences and psychology. Today, I'd like to ask you, what do you seek? Some of you may already know what it is you'd like to study, what you'd like to do, or maybe even just what you're hoping to learn more about. The University of Alberta exists to help students such as yourselves find their purpose. And I'm here today to explain to you a little bit more about how we do that. It all starts with how we rank. The University of Alberta is consistently ranked among the top 5 universities in Canada and among the top 150 universities in the world. On top of this, we also rank 3rd in Canada for graduate employment, which really isn't that surprising considering our deep roots and long history in leadership and innovation in not only Alberta, but also Canada and the world. Some might even say that discovery is in our DNA, as we are home to some of Canada and the world's most advanced research facilities. And if you choose to come to the University of Alberta, you can take advantage of our 400 global research partnerships. Either way, you'll be working alongside some of the best. Our professors are award winners and leaders in their fields in everything from virology and diabetes to nanoengineering and Indigenous studies, even doing research all the way up in the Arctic. Many students choose to work alongside their professors, taking part in doing research in their research labs, or getting to go out and do field schools. Now, if research is something that's interesting to you, you can get involved as early as your first year through things such as the Undergraduate Research Initiative. This initiative connects students to opportunities on campus to get involved in research, and even it has opportunities for you to get your own funding. This is pretty amazing, especially when you consider students like Megan, who got funding to go to travel to South Africa, where she was able to conduct her own research project on animal behavior. Now, if research isn't for you, that's okay. There are so many opportunities for you to get involved outside the classroom. We have maker spaces and work experience programs available for all students. And while I previously mentioned that we rank 3rd in Canada for graduate employment, we also rank 87th in the world for graduate employability, which is pretty amazing, but not surprising considering how many opportunities are available to our students. In fact, every direct entry from high school program offers some form of work experience that can be built directly into the degree, whether that be a business or engineering co-op, an arts work experience program, or a science internship placement. There is something for all of our students. These are really exciting opportunities, and I've even had a friend who recently completed a placement working as a trainer with the Edmonton Oilers. And that's just an example of some of the unique opportunities that are available to our students. Or perhaps working in the nonprofit sector and giving back to the community is something that interests you. You can do this through our community service learning program, which allows students the opportunities to make a difference in the community while getting to put that experience into the context of a university course and earning credit towards your degree. For more information about their community service learning program, you can go to uab.ca/CSL. Now, our campus is truly designed for you to get your hands dirty and your ideas launched, with all of our maker spaces available to students. You can tour all of these spaces and further explore them at uab.ca/tours, but I'd like to touch on a couple of them today. Firstly, we have the Elko Engineering Garage, which is a 6,000 square foot space with 3D printers, virtual reality welding machines, and automated laser cutters available for students to use. We also have eHub, which is the University of Alberta Entrepreneurship Center, where students have access to resources, networking opportunities, and even have the opportunity to have their ideas turned into projects, initiatives, and ventures. Now, all of this is really exciting, and even with all of the opportunities available to you on campus, adventure awaits you, as you can take your education outside of the classroom. Whether it be a few weeks at field school or several semesters abroad, there are lots of opportunities for you to explore while you complete your education. I previously touched on field school while talking about research, but you also have the opportunity to take courses abroad at one of our many partner universities while you get to travel and also earn credit towards your degree, which is pretty exciting. And some students in the faculties of kinesiology, nursing, or education even choose to volunteer abroad and complete one of their work placements there. Or perhaps the idea of spending your summer in Alberta's own beautiful backyard sounds more exciting to you. And there's opportunities for that as well. It's exactly what Sean did when he partook in a multi-university study researching butterflies in Kananaskis country. No matter how, where, or what you choose to do with your education, there are so many opportunities for you, and you can experience our academic excellence with our infinite possibilities that await you. The University of Alberta offers 200 plus programs for you to choose from, and you can further customize your degree through the addition of a major or minor, choosing to partake in honors or specialization studies, or adding in a work experience or co-op program. While some of you may know what it is you'd like to study, for those of you who don't, I strongly encourage you to go to uab.ca/programs to look at all of the options that are available to you. And if you're not sure where to start your search, you could take a quiz, which will help to narrow your search based off your interests. And while we're on the topic of choices, you might even have to choose where to study, as the University of Alberta has 3 main teaching campuses. Before we get into talking about each of these campuses in a little bit more detail, I'd like to take the time to acknowledge that all 3 of the University of Alberta teaching campuses are located on Treaty 6 territory and respects the histories, languages, and cultures of the First Nations, Métis, Inuit, and all First Peoples of Canada, whose presence continues to enrich our vibrant campus community. North Campus is located in the city of Edmonton and is the University of Alberta's primary campus. It's where most of our students choose to attend. North Campus is over 113 years old, but despite that, is still home to some of Canada and the world's most technologically advanced teaching and research facilities. North Campus is connected to South Campus by Edmonton's light rail transit or train system. Here, you'll find our agricultural research facilities as well as some of our athletics teams. North Campus is located in the heart of the city of Edmonton, meaning that you are so close to all that the city has to offer. You're just a few light rail transit stops from downtown and the city's arts and museums district, where you can explore the city's diversity, and also just a short walk from the iconic White Avenue, where you can explore the unique shops and restaurants that are there. Being from Saskatchewan, I myself enjoyed taking weekend trips out to Jasper and the mountains where I could explore the great outdoors. And I've never found a shortage of things to do with all of the unique and exciting restaurants and shops to explore with my friends on the weekends. Seeing is truly believing when it comes to the city's diversity, so let me show you what I mean.
The sun was creeping up on you, falling deeper in the falses that seem true. You imagine what you'd say if you could only ask her just to run away. with you.
For those of you looking to live on campus, that's definitely an option. And as long as you apply before April 30th of your grade 12 year, you will guaranteed a space in one of our residence communities. For those of you with an admission average of over 90%, you'll also be guaranteed your first choice of room. I personally chose to live on campus when I moved to the University of Alberta, and I'm so glad that I did, as I was able to take advantage of the many benefits that coincide with living on campus. I was within walking distance of all of my classes. I got to make friends from around the world while building a support system away from home and getting to partake in so many fun and exciting resident-specific events. On top of that, I never had to worry about grocery shopping or meal prepping, which really saved me a lot of time thanks to the meal plan. Another nice thing is that Lister Center, North Campus's primary first-year residence, has actually undergone major renovations to its facilities over the last 2 years, meaning you'll essentially be moving into a brand new building. Our next teaching campus is Campus St. John and is located again in Edmonton, just a 10-minute drive from North Campus. Because it is so close, many students do choose to split their time between the two campuses. And there's even a free shuttle bus that will take students back and forth. Campus St. John is our French language campus and is actually the only one of its kind in Western Canada. It offers 9 undergraduate programs and 2 graduate programs, meaning that it truly is the best the University of Alberta has to offer, delivered in French. For those of you who might be looking to live in a vibrant French quarter, Residence St. Jean, which is all located on this campus, provides you the opportunity to do that. It's a historic building with private rooms with their own private washrooms, and because it's a historic building, it means no 2 rooms are exactly alike. Our other teaching campus is Augustana campus. Now, this is a smaller campus located 1 hour southeast of Edmonton in the city of Camrose. Augustana is exclusively undergraduate and offers a non-traditional academic calendar with built-in experiential learning opportunities. Augustana offers a truly immersive and holistic university experience. Because of this, most students do live on campus in their first year, and which further contributes to the tight-knit community at Augustana. Now, no matter where you choose to study, help is here when you need it, and we want to make sure that you are being successful in all that you do here. We offer a number of academic supports, including the Center for Writers for help with your papers or lab reports, and as well as the Decima Robinson Support Center, where students such as myself can go to get help in their math and statistics classes. We offer a ton of other academic supports, but we also offer supports in terms of mental and physical health, career guidance, and more, because we want to make sure that you are reaching all of your goals. And while we do want to make sure that you are succeeding and we also want to make sure that you're having fun. Campus life isn't just for those who live on campus, it encapsulates what all of those students get up to outside of the classroom. There is truly something for everyone, as the University of Alberta has over 450 active student groups, recreation facilities, and athletics teams. You will find something for you. And there is always something going on in terms of events, from Week of Welcome to kick off the start of classes, to post-exam celebrations in the spring to wrap things up. Let's take a few moments here to watch some snippets from events past. Let's go! All right, so now that we've talked a little bit about what your experience could look like if you choose to come to the University of Alberta, let's switch gears and talk about how to get you here. Now it all starts with which courses you should be taking right now while you're in high school. All of our programs will require grade 12 academic English, so that'll be ELA A30 and B30 for all of you. All programs will also require 4 additional courses. Now, these 4 courses will vary from program to program, so it's important to go to uab.ca/programs and look up the programs that you're interested in getting into. And here you can switch the curriculum to be the Saskatchewan curriculum, so you won't have to worry about trying to figure out what the Alberta equivalents are. For any of you interested in pursuing a professional program such as medicine, law, or dentistry down the road, these all will require some level of undergraduate studies before you can get in. For more information about the admission requirements for these programs, you can also visit uab.ca/programs. For any Indigenous learners in the room who may not be prepared to enter university through the regular admissions route, we offer the Transition Year program, which is designed to help you get access to university education. Here you can choose from one of 9 participating faculties, and upon successful completion of the Transition Year program, you'll have earned 18 credits towards your degree. If you feel that this is something that might apply to you or just something you're looking for more information about, you can visit the website uab.ca/typ. All right, now onto the application portion. The application to the University of Alberta is broken down into 4 easy steps, but if you need help at all throughout the way or just need a quick reminder as to what these steps are, you can visit uab.ca/apply. And I strongly encourage you to reach out and speak with an advisor at any point if you have any questions or concerns that come up along the way. Now, the first step, and what I would say is probably the most difficult, is to narrow down those 200+ programs to just 2. We're going to ask you for a first choice program, and this should be the program that you really, really want to get into. We're also going to ask you for a second choice program. Now, the second choice program will only be looked at if for some reason you're not eligible to get into that first choice program. For this reason, your second choice should really be considered more of a backup. And again, you can go to uab.ca/programs to look through all of your options before you make the decision to narrow it down to your top 2. Now, once you've selected those top 2, the next step is to get ready to submit your application. Applications open on October 1st, and I strongly encourage you to apply early. There are a couple of reasons why this is important. The first being that the University of Alberta is a highly competitive school, and spaces in our programs are limited and can fill up quite quickly. Another reason that we want you to submit your application as soon as possible is it allows us more opportunities to look at your application throughout the admission process. This means that we will continue to reevaluate your application and be able to give you an offer as soon as we can. When you go to submit your application, make sure you are setting aside enough time to really read through it and make sure you are accurately reporting all information, as this will also allow us to offer you admission as soon as possible. When you go to submit your application, you're going to need a report card or transcript handy, as we're going to ask you to self-report a few things for us. We're going to ask for any final grade 11 marks that you have, any final grade 12 marks for grade 12 courses you've already completed, grade 12 courses that you are currently taking, and you can label these as in progress, and grade 12 courses that you are planning to take, and these ones will be labeled as planning. Once you've gotten all that input into your application, you can hit submit. Then after that, you can monitor your U Alberta Launchpad portal. This will be where we will continue to provide you with any updates or information regarding your application, so it's really important that you are checking this regularly. You'll also get a U Alberta email account, and it's important to check this as well, as we'll send you any reminders or updates regarding your admission status to your email as well. So make sure you are checking these 2 things, and when you finally check your U Alberta Launchpad portal and see that we have offered you admission, congratulations. All that's left for you to do now is accept your offer, and we'd really love for you to do that. When you go to accept your offer, make sure you are reading through the offer letter for any conditions that come along with it. This will include the date by which you will need to accept, and the deadline for most students is May 1st, but make sure you are reading carefully, as this does vary a bit from each program. When you're ready to accept your offer, you will be required to pay a non-refundable tuition deposit. This tuition deposit just lets us know that you are coming to the university, and we will save you a spot. This tuition deposit will later be applied to your first semester's tuition, so it is going towards your education still. Once you've done that, you can get ready to start enrolling in your classes. And to help you make sure that you are getting into the courses you need to help you be successful in your program, as well as helping you figure out the schedule builder and all of that, we offer a number of registration 101 workshops. You'll be provided with more information regarding these come spring, but you can check out uab.ca/reg101 for more information. Once you've got your schedule built, you can finish off your grade 12 year strong, and just make sure to have your final grade 12 transcript sent over to us by August 1st. Then enjoy the rest of your summer and get ready for the adventure that awaits you at the U of A. Now we also have the After You Apply website, uab.ca/aftapp. This is where you can go for more information regarding how and when to update any course marks that you need to submit to us, any documents that we'll need from you and how to get those submitted to us, as well as information regarding how to accept your offer and more. So now some of you might be wondering, well, how will my application be evaluated? And that's a really great question. Given that applications open October 1st of your grade 12 year, we don't expect you to have completed all of your grade 12 courses. So what we do is we look for the earliest indicators of success. This is why we ask you to self-report those grade 11 marks as well. If you don't have the grade 12 courses that you need for admission, what we're going to do is we're going to look at those grade 11 prerequisite courses. Now, if you are a highly competitive applicant, we might offer you admission based solely off of those grade 11 marks. However, don't stress if you don't receive admission when you haven't completed those grade 12 courses yet. We're going to ask you regularly throughout the U Alberta Launchpad portal there to update those courses as you get the grades for them. And we will reevaluate your application every time you update information or every time that our admission parameters change, so that we're making sure that we are offering you admission as soon as we can. The decision to attend post-secondary can definitely be a big one, especially when it comes to the financial side of things. The University of Alberta really wants to assist our students in any way that we can, and that means help through scholarships and awards, bursaries, and loan application processes. Now, tuition will look a little bit different from student to student, depending on the program, whether or not you choose to live in residence and things such as that. To get a more personalized estimate, you can use our cost calculator at uab.ca/costcalc. For those of you looking into scholarships to assist with paying for your university education, that's definitely an option for you. And the University of Alberta offers $34 million in financial support each year. Now, all of this funding falls into one of two categories. We have our admission-based scholarships, meaning that when you apply and are admitted to the University of Alberta, you will automatically be assessed for these scholarships based off your admission average. This is really great because it means that all you have to do is apply to the university to maybe receive funding and through the form of scholarships that you weren't even aware existed. The rest of the scholarship falls under our application-based scholarships. As the name suggests, you will need to fill out an application for these ones. The nice thing is that it is just one application and you will be assessed for all the scholarships in which you're eligible for. Now, you can find out more information regarding all of the scholarships that are available to you, as well as faculty-specific scholarships through uab.ca/awards. Now, thinking back to when I was talking about the reasons why it's important to apply to the University of Alberta early, here's another one. Our application-based scholarship deadline is January 12th. But in order to apply for those scholarships, you must first apply to study at the University of Alberta. Now, I recommend applying early because the earlier you apply to the University of Alberta, the more time you'll have to work on those scholarships. Now, let me just touch on one that I think might be of interest to all of you right now, and that's our out-of-province awards. We do offer a number of scholarships specifically to out-of-province students. The Fly Home Award is a bunch of individual awards valued at up to $1,500 to help students stay connected with their home communities. The National Achievement Scholarship is a $30,000 scholarship that's awarded to one student over the course of 4 years. Now, while some of you might be ready to come to the University of Alberta, and I'm really excited for you, for others, it may be that the obvious next step is to come and experience campus for yourself. This is why I'd like to extend a few invitations. First off, for any grade 11 students in the room, we offer U of A Getaway, which is a University of Alberta experience like no other. This is an all-expensive paid trip for you to come and get to experience the U of A. We will pay for your boarding, for any room and board, food, as well as get you into a lot of fun and exciting events. This event will be happening later on in May, and for more information and to apply, you can go to uab.ca/getaway. You also could come and check out campus for yourself by taking one of our student-led tours. These tours will provide you with an insider scoop and an authentic student perspective of all of our teaching campuses. You have the option to tour North Campus, Campus Saint Jean, or Augustana Campus, and even add on a residence tour as well. You also could tour campus from the comfort of your own home through one of our virtual tours. These are also offered live with a student ambassador leading them as well. Now, one of the best days to experience all that the University of Alberta has to offer is definitely going to be our open house. Open house will be taking place Saturday, October 16th, and it will be a virtual event this year. For more information, you can go to uab.ca/open house. This is also where you can go to pre-register for events. This day will allow you opportunities to talk to faculty from all of our different faculties, as well as staff and students, to get more information about what your experience could look like at the University of Alberta, and to have any questions, comments, or concerns answered, and just to get to hear more about what the U of A has to offer. Finally, we have so much going on throughout the year, and we'd like to invite you to all of our events. You can go to uab.ca/recruitment events for an up-to-date list of everything that's going on. We offer advising sessions, topic-specific presentations, such as how to submit your application, and those Reg 101 workshops that I mentioned earlier. Again, I encourage you to visit uab.ca/recruitment events, as these do get updated quite regularly. Finally, you can connect with us, as we want to make sure that we're staying connected. Go to uab.ca/top5, where you can sign up for us to send you reminders about dates and deadlines, fun things that are going on, and various events that are taking place. We also want to stay connected, so please be sure to follow us on social media for the insider scoop on all things U of A. And while I will be at the Q&A period later on to answer any questions that you have, you can always go to uab.ca/ask, where you'll be able to connect with an advisor who will also be able to help answer any questions that come up later. Thank you for taking the time to listen to the presentation today, and I look forward to connecting with some of you later on in the Q&A session, and maybe seeing some of you on campus next fall. Bye.